Thank you for visiting Game Over Johnny at blogspot.com and viewing my YouTube channel. Today we're going to go over the Cardboard Box Genesis games. I believe I'm the first person to complete a full set of these. There are 200 titles all in all, and we're going to go over them individually and we'll discuss the various box types. There are three major box types, that being flip top, slide box, and hard top. Alright, now on to the games. Alright, I'm going to begin by showing you some of the Genesis slide boxes. I have them lined out here. This is the first 24. The first one you see is Six Pack, then The Adventures of Batman and Robin, Aladdin, Animaniacs, Art of Fighting, ATP Tour Tennis, Barkley Shut Up and Jam, Bassmasters Classics, Battletoads, that's a hard one to find, Battletoads and Double Dragon, Beyond Oasis, Bugs Bunny's Double Trouble, Castlevania Bloodlines, Championship Pro-Am, Clay Fighters, College Football's National Championship 2. You'll notice there's two copies, and here's why. One comes with this white insert slide, and one came with a red. I've verified this in a few different ones. It's the only one I've actually verified to come with a white tray. Sega Classic Columns. This one's kind of a strange one. Out of the Classic series, it's the only one I've seen that comes in the cardboard box. Doesn't mean that others may not show up, but this is the only one I've found. Combat Cars, Comic Zones, Contra Hardcore, Crusader of Senti, Desert Demolition starring Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote, and one of the Sega Club games, Bonkers. This is our second grouping of cardboard slide boxes. We'll begin by showing Doom Troopers, Earthworm Jim, Earthworm Jim 2, Echo Jr. by Sega Club, Exo Squad, Family Feud, Gargoyles, Gauntlet 4, Head On Soccer, Izzy's Quest for the Olympic Rings, The Jungle Book, Jurassic Park Rampage Edition, Kawasaki Superbike, Light Crusader, The Lion King, The Lost World Jurassic Park, Marsupilami, Mega Bomberman, MTV's Beavis and Butthead, and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. You'll see the two different box arts here. It is the same game. It's just that it has a variant. The variant on the right we call the Playground Edition or Construction Yard Edition. That one is hard to find. I'm not sure exactly how rare, but it is far rarer than the black box version that you see on the left. Another kind of hard one to find, Minnesota Fats Pool Legend and NBA Action 95. In our next grouping of slide boxes, you see NBA Hang Time, NFL 95, NFL 98, NHL Hockey. Okay, let's take a look at this one real quick. Alright, you'll notice some differences. Right here, you'll see some French, and it looks a little bit different in this NHL 95. Also, this one has a hang tab. No hang tab here. This is just your standard slide box. This one would be a flip top. Normally I don't show variants, but this is the only one I have of this type where suddenly it's a Canadian version, I believe. The manual comes in French and English. The back is a little bit different too. I'll go ahead and show that. You can see the layout is a whole lot different. And again, the manual is French and English, so I believe that this one came just to Canada, a Canada release. I'm not sure. I don't have any confirmation on that, but that is just my best guess. So that's NHL 95 and its variant. Nickelodeon's Real Monsters, The Ooze, Pac-Man 2, The New Adventures, The Page Master, Phantasy Star 4, Phantom 2049, Pitfall the Mine Adventure, Primal Rage, Prime Time starring Deion Sanders, Prince of Persia, Race Driving, Risk, Richard Scarry's Busy Town, another one of the Sega Club games, Rise Star, Scholastic's The Magic School Bus Space Exploration Game. It's a mouthful. Also a Sega Club game. Sequest DSV, Shining Force 2, my favorite Genesis game, Skeleton Crew, Sonic 3D Blast, and Sonic Classics. Includes 3 great Sonic games. Alright, this is the last group of the slide boxes with the red borders. And we start with Sonic and Knuckles, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Super Battleship, Tecmo Super Bowl III Final Edition. Okay, here's another one we have to talk about. Alright, so this game, as you can see, looks like a normal slide box. But, excuse me while I adjust. You see this? This is a hang tab. It flips out of the slide box. I'm not sure if any other games have this. I haven't seen any, and I have confirmed this on multiple versions of this game. So I don't know what they were doing, but if you look at the top, see it gets damaged very easily. Yeah, it's the only one like that. If you slide it down, it's right there. But you can tuck it in, and you don't ever have to see it if you don't want to. Alright. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tournament Fighters, Tinhead, The Tick, Toy Story, Tom and Jerry, TNN Outdoor Bass Tournament 1996. This is probably one of the most annoying games. Not because it's hard to find, but because it has 3 variants, which I will show you the other 2 later. They are flip-top games, and they have a cart difference that is pretty obvious. Like I said, it was a little bit annoying. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Virtua Fighter 2, Vector Man 2, Wayne Gretzky's All-Star Hockey, Weapon Lord, Williams Arcade Greatest Hits, World Series Baseball. Okay, you'll see World Series Baseball and World Series Baseball 95. Looks like the same game, covers and everything the same. The cart says 95. I think we just had a small print run where they forgot to put the foil 95 here and right here. You'll see, like I'll put the 2 games next to each other. You see? No 95 there either. Otherwise the same. So, if you look, that number there, hard to see, but that is the same number as that one. They both say 1239, 1239. So, I think it was just a small production run error on those 2 games. World Series Baseball 96, World Series Baseball 98, X-Men 2, Experts, and Zoop. In our next grouping, I will go ahead and show you the other slide boxes that do not have the red borders. They are the earlier versions of the slide boxes, and they come in all colors. So we'll get to those. This group of games are slide boxes as well as the red bordered ones, but you can see they don't have that traditional red border on it that was characteristic of the later Genesis releases. The first one we have, and you can see it has the old grid style art behind it like the original Genesis releases is Ariel the Little Mermaid, Caesar's Palace, Clue, Desert Strike, F-15 Strike Eagle 2, F-22 Interceptor, Hard Drivin', Jeopardy, Jungle Strike, Clax, MiG-29 Fighter Pilot, Monopoly, Miss Pac-Man, Paperboy, Paperboy 2, Rampart, Road Blaster, and Steel Talons. Street Fighter 2, Tiny Toon Adventures, Buster's Hidden Treasures, Urban Strike, Wheel of Fortune, and World of Illusion starring Mickey Mouse and Donald. You can see that one also has the grid on it. Two other type of slide boxes, and it's very hard to tell in this video because they just look like the traditional red border here. This is actually chrome. So is this. I don't know why they chose these games to have these chromium red borders. It reminds me of the Chrome comics from the early 90s. You can kind of see it catches the light like that. Yeah, I don't know if they were getting in on that action, but these are the only two chrome ones. Okay, next we'll move on to the Mega Hit series. Okay, here are the Mega Hit games. There's 10 games in this series. First one being Desert Demolition, starring Wile E. Coyote. That is also a regular cardboard box game. Echo the Tides of Time, Eternal Champions, Mega Bomberman, also a card box game. There's that Mighty Morphin Powers I was telling you about, and that was the last one that I found of this series. It was pretty difficult, and I got lucky with it. Thank you, Dane. Sonic 3. Super Monaco GP. This one is pretty hard to find. A lot of people didn't even know it existed. So when I found it, I was pretty happy. Thank you, Christian, for that. Taz in Escape from Mars. Also a card box game. Vector Man. And X-Men 2. Now, you'll see these games, and you'll notice if you look in, say, right here, it's got the number that the Genesis game traditionally has, but there's no seal. Except for these three games. Why do these ones have seals, and these ones do not? You can see Taz. You can see Taz. Seal, no seal. I don't know why that happened. I don't know if it was a regional thing. I don't know if it's a time frame thing. But we have a Sonic 3, a Taz, and a Vector Man that all have these seals. I've looked for other ones. I've looked for the rest of the series. But again, these games are, in general, kind of hard to come by. So the pool, the sample size I use to look is not that great. But I have looked, and these are the only three I've seen. So if you see any others, please let me know. Okay, this grouping of games is the EA games. These are all flip-top boxes produced by EA. And then probably the shabbiest of all the boxes. Battle Squadron, Blockout, Budokan, the Martial Spirit, James Pond, Underwater Agent, John Madden Football, Lakers vs. Celtics, Populous, Sword of Sedan, and Zany Golf, or Will Harvey Presents Zany Golf. Your choice. The next grouping I will show are the unlicensed games. Please click on the link in the description here to go to the second part of the video where I will show the unlicensed games and some of the big box games and Outback Joey. Thanks a lot and keep watching.